Can you guys hear me okay? I'm just trying to make sure the sound is okay before we continue. I'm not hearing anything on my monitor, which is weird. Can you guys hear me okay? All right. I'm just trying to make sure the sound is okay before we continue. All right. I think we're good. Okay. Awesome. So I put out a video earlier telling you guys, hey, everybody, I put out a video earlier telling you guys about Kevin Samuels. There was a man named Kevin Samuels, and he was taken to Grady Hospital in Georgia. And it was confirmed earlier that this was Kevin Samuels. He is passed away. This is the real Kevin Samuels. Um, and I decided to go live because I was like, the video that I put out earlier was crazy. I mean, they were like, so you got this information from Twitter and all of this stuff. And I'm like, no, this is real news. I never put out fake news. It's not for, audience, whatever, entertainment or whatever. This is like a real man. This is his real life. And, he's a lot of people don't agree with him, but, he has passed away. So this is real news. It is actually real. Um, and I mean, he was pronounced deceased at the arrival at the hospital. Um, what I can tell you guys for sure is that he was not alone. He was with a friend. He had just been on the air. When I got the confirmation, he had been live on the internet 16 hours ago. Now it's about 20 hours ago. He was live on the internet. And so the lady that was with him said that he kept complaining about chest pains and he collapsed, and she called 911, and he was pronounced on arrival at Grady. So this is the God's honest truth. This is not fake news. This is not for clicks and views. This is a real news story. Kevin Samuels has passed away at 56 years of age. And that was earlier today. And the lady would, she wants to remain anonymous. I was actually live. I don't know if you guys listened to AT2. I was live on his live stream a few minutes ago, and Cheryl came in. Cheryl is the lady that does all of the housewives and stuff like that. So she came in with confirmation. They were going live. Two people went live on Twitter with a confirmation. There was a friend of the family that also did confirmation, and the lady that was with him when he collapsed. So this is real news. It's not fake. For those of you who were on my last video going off because you were like, change the title because the title, you're going to get sued. It's real news. It's not fake. This is actually happening. Kevin Samuels has passed away. So, and so far, the only confirmation is family, the hospital, and the friend that he was with, and the friend that went live earlier. And they're going to give out a statement later on his social media. It might not even be tonight, it may be tomorrow. But if you are not following Kevin Samuels on like Instagram or whatever, just be checking for that official statement from the family or from his assistant or whatever. But this is the real deal. Kevin Samuels is no longer with us. And, it just, I didn't listen to him. I've listened to a couple of his videos. I didn't really agree with some of the stuff he was saying. He wasn't really my cup of tea. But when stuff like this happens, when you have somebody, who passes away, regardless of if you like their views or not, it is a sad situation. You want to be praying for, his family and his loved ones because, I'm sure that they're going through it. Um, Now, what I put in my video before this live stream was that the cause of death was accidental. Now, I am not going to confirm any rumors because I don't know Kevin Samuels personally. I don't know his lifestyle. The rumors that have been put out on the internet um, may be true, may not be true. I don't know. All I know is the official news report said that, it was an accidental death. So we don't know what that means yet. We don't know until the police, they released a statement saying what it was. Hey, sis. Well, praise the Lord, you're here. I am getting dragged on my last video. I am getting drug burned. We were just talking about this earlier, like the last couple of days, and I got these. I had to go live. I was not intending to go live. I look like a hot mess, so I will not be getting on camera. But this is the real deal. Like, this is real. It's not fake. It's not phony. Yeah, especially if he was the family provider. And like I said, he was with a friend. It was a female friend. And thank God that she was there, because if he had chest pains and collapsed by himself, you don't know how long he would have been there by himself before he was found. So, thank God that she was there and she was able to call 911, and, he was not, by himself. So, that right there is a blessing in itself, because I can't imagine. I can't imagine going through something like that. And I've never been, close to having a heart attack or anything like that, so I don't know what it feels like. And I'm not saying that's what it was, but the news report, says that, hey, this was an accidental death. So, you know that's not conclusive. We don't know, what actually happened. We just know that he is gone. So don't worry about my title in the last video. Okay. It's okay. If you guys are that concerned about it, I will change it. I don't want to, but, because I know that it's true. I know my facts are straight. I know that it's the truth. And so, it just, but it is a shock. And so I just wanted, to come live and just reassure my audience that, hey, this is not a joke. This is not fake news. This is real. Kevin Samuels did pass away at the age of 56. He was taken to Grady. He was taken to Grady Hospital in Georgia. Okay. He was not alone. There was somebody there. Hey, sis, how you doing? And, this is just, it's a travesty. It really is. Hey to everybody in the bushes. Hey, chat. Hello, all y'all. Um, yeah, Sharon, I was just telling Vern, I had to go live because, well, okay, what happened was, Kevin was doing, his show. He has a podcast and all of this stuff, and he was live on the internet. When I got the news, his account said that he had been active 16 hours ago. So now it's 7:30 p.m. my time. So it's been, about 3 hours, more. So he was just live. Somebody even said on the internet, wasn't he just live last night? And I said, yeah, he was just live last night. But, life is short. It only takes a few minutes. He was with a friend. After he got off of his show, he was with a friend. Okay. He told the lady, I'm having chest pains. I don't feel good. I'm having chest pains. My chest hurts. And then he collapsed. She got help. She called 911. He was taken to Grady Hospital and he was pronounced upon arrival. The news report says that it was an accidental death, but I'm waiting for the police reports to hit, and it probably won't until tonight or tomorrow. Um, but I'm just keeping, an eye out because I want to know what the police have to say if they're going to release a report to the public. I want to know what the police actually have to say about it. Yeah, he was taken to Grady. Now earlier it was said online that, hey, there was a man that was taken to Grady Hospital by the name of Kevin Samuels, but this is, this is our, Kevin Samuels. And it was confirmed by a friend of the family. This was not on Twitter. It was not on Instagram. This was a friend of the family. And he got online and he confirmed that, this is actual, Kevin Samuels. So, be praying for his, loved ones and his family, regardless of how you feel about the man. Because like I said, his philosophy was not my cup of tea. I did not agree with a lot of things, but life is precious. Life is so precious. And you just really, you know, stuff like this just, it puts everything into perspective, as they say. It just, and somebody had made a really rude comment on the internet talking about, oh, did he say, Black women were going to die alone and all this kind of stuff. It doesn't matter what he said. It doesn't matter if he said that. He wasn't alone, and it's a good thing he wasn't, because like I said, had he been alone and he collapsed, there's no telling, when he would have been, found. And that's like a serious matter to, have a, I don't know if he had a heart condition. I don't know, what happened. Now, I will say this. There have been people on the internet that said cardiac arrest. There have been people on the internet that said heart attack. Official news reports say it was an accidental death. So whatever you make of that at this point in time is your business. I'm not going to even, voice my opinion on that. I'll keep my opinion in my head because I don't know this man personally. I don't know Kevin. I know him from the internet just like everybody else. Now, what I did learn is that Kevin Samuels had been married twice, so he's twice divorced. The lady that was with him when he passed away, she did not deny or confirm if she was, his official lady or anything like that. She said she was a friend. Kevin was an entrepreneur. He did a lot of fashion and styling for a lot of people. He was a cancer survivor. See, that's another thing I didn't know about him. Thank you, Emily. That is awesome. I had no idea. So he could have had issues. He could have had issues. Hey, love, how you doing? Hey, Gail. You were hoping I would go live. I had to. Did you see me getting roasted? These people were like, what are you talking about? You don't know what you're talking about. And I'm like, what? I do know what I'm talking about. Twanna, did you see the video on Twitter? No, I did not. I will check for that because I haven't been on Twitter, so I didn't. That's one thing y'all got to know about me. I am very leery of Twitter. I'm very leery of Twitter. It's just, listen, I look at Twitter, you know what I'm saying? I go on Twitter and, I see what people are saying, but I have learned, unless it is, a valuable source of information, not to repeat what they say on Twitter. So Twitter was going to be, the last thing that I went to see. But if you're talking about his friend that went live on Twitter, AT2 told me about it. I didn't see it personally, but him and Cheryl told me that there was a guy that went live on Twitter and he was talking about Kevin Samuels. So I didn't actually see the video firsthand, but I did hear about it, and I said I would go and watch it after I go live because I had no idea that. Did you follow him? Okay, if you have the link, well, I don't know if you can drop it or not, but hey Jade, Kevin Samuels has passed away at the age of 56. It is reported that it was an accidental death. I'm not sure, what happened. I just know that a friend was with him, and his friend did say that he was complaining of chest pains and he collapsed. She called 911. They took him to Grady Hospital and he was pronounced on arrival. So that is that's it. It's not a big elaborate story. I don't know what people were expecting. And then there were so many people that were coming at me going, this is fake news, this is not true. Listen, they said the same thing when Prince passed away. They said the same thing when Michael Jackson passed away. I'm sure they said the same thing when Elvis passed away. But we are all humans, and humans expire. We don't last forever. And there are a lot of people who love Kevin Samuels. There are a lot of people who do not. But I mean, Kevin Samuels is human. He's man, just like, the rest of us are human. And we don't know what happened. I don't know Kevin Samuels personally. I don't know his life. I don't know what he was into, in his personal life. So I really can't, tell you what that means when they say his death was accidental. We don't know. Akil says there are shows right now celebrating the man's death. How how cold can people be? I was just saying that, Akil. I didn't understand that because for me, it's not okay. It's not cool. I was saying he was in my cup of tea. I didn't watch his show. I didn't listen to his podcast, but life is precious. This man, was human just like the rest of us. It's not okay and it's not cool. It's just like when I did the story on Rush Limbaugh. No, Rush Limbaugh was not my cup of tea, but he passed away. And I said, listen, this is what happened. I'm giving you, the news. And, you know, I don't understand. But yeah, Vern, people are literally roasting Kevin Samuels on the internet. They're talking about him like a dog. They're celebrating the fact that he's gone. And it's just really strange to me. It's really weird. I don't get stuff like that. Um, like what is that? Like, that's so ratchet. It really is. It's so ratchet. It sounded like a heart attack to me, but I will not confirm or deny because I don't know. It sounds like heart attack brought on by something. I don't know. I didn't agree with him about some things, but I'm sorry he passed away. He was human with a soul. Exactly. Exactly, Marilyn. He was, and I mean, he was admired by a lot of people. Let's not forget that. Just because a lot of people are roasting him right now and going in on him does not mean there's a lot of people that are really broken up about this. I mean, I've seen a lot of people, drop, tears, and they're like, oh my God, I cannot believe this is happening, and is this true? And then you have some people who don't believe it at all. They're just like, this is fake news and this is a hoax. What I didn't like, and this is why I said in my video earlier, what I said was I wanted to wait before I started talking about the story because I wanted to be sure. And that's something that if you've been with me, you already know. I will not put out fake news. I don't care how popular it is. I don't care if it's popping. I'm not going to waste my time talking about what ifs, and I'm not going to waste my time talking about it could be. I need hard facts. I need hard facts. And so, I thought about, like, that's kind of rude for people to be on the internet talking about what if, he passed away, and if he did blah blah blah. That's not me, that's not my style. And you know what I'm saying? I'm not about that. I was not going to do that. My whole thing was, I can't believe, we lost another one. And regardless if you thought that he was a good man or not, he made his own way. You know what I'm saying? He was an entrepreneur, he was a philanthropist. He helped a lot of people, and a lot of people admired him. So for some people, he actually did some good. And that says a lot, because there are a lot of people with a platform of YouTube and Instagram that just do a bunch of junk. They don't do anything. They don't help anybody. They cause a lot of drama. They keep up a lot of mess, and all of this stuff. And it just amazes me that they even get to keep their platform, because nobody cares about what they're even doing. They're just wasting time. And so the fact that this man actually helped some people along the way, it says a lot. He didn't help me, but I'm just saying that I have seen and witnessed a lot of people, and it's still going on right now. If you check Instagram and check other platforms on the internet like Reddit and probably Twitter, there are a lot of people, men and women, who are sad to get this, to get this news. Now, I agree with Sharon. She said that they have roasted him when he was alive, and that was tasteless. I don't understand. I don't get it. You don't have to agree with somebody to respect somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can respect the man's life. You can respect his hustle. At least he wasn't out there selling drugs. He wasn't out there, doing, illegal stuff. When you saw him, he was on the internet. He was on his podcast. He was giving out information that he believed to be true. And a lot of people were soaking it up. And you can see women on the internet talking about how they feel better about themselves because somebody was straight up with them and all that kind of stuff. But it's not for everybody, and that's okay. It's not for me. I don't like for people to talk to me a certain way. So he wasn't my cup of tea. But I don't want anybody to lose their life, or I would never say, well, I'm glad they're gone. I mean, that's crazy to say that. Oh, well, I'm glad, and the memes on Twitter, like, I'm looking at the memes on Twitter, and I'm like, that's tasteless, that's classless. How are you doing that? Why are you putting so many why are these people putting so many memes on Twitter as if it's cute or if it's okay? It's really not. It's really gross. And I don't know, you guys, I'm over it. I be telling folks all the time, like, I'm just so over social media because people misuse it. They don't know how to use it in the right way. And it just drives me insane. Don't do this to this man. His family is going to see this stuff. His loved ones are going to see this and, think that the world is going crazy. That's going to hurt a lot of people's feelings because they're going to see these memes. They're going to see the things that people are saying about, Mr. Kevin Samuels, and, they're really going to be hurt. Contrary to popular belief, a lot of people do love this man. And I mean, to be honest with you, that says something, that he has people who love him and who care about him and who liked his philosophy and who admired him. So, don't make fun, don't roast him, don't talk bad about him just because, you didn't like what he, had to say or whatever. Especially now that, we know that this is true. Don't do that. That's so ugly. And it's so out of character. So let's not do that, um, but keep his family and his loved ones in prayer. For those of you who just got here and you don't know what's going on, I'll tell you guys this before I get out of here. Listen, Kevin Samuels was having chest pains, and he was with a friend. His friend said that he was having chest pains, and He was really hurting and he passed out. She called 911. The ambulance came to get him. He was taken to Grady Hospital and he was pronounced on arrival. The Kevin Samuels is gone at the age of 56. I did put out a video before I went live. The video has the news article. I shared the news article on the screen. I read it for you guys. They said that the death was accidental. And as more news comes, I will share those updates with you guys. You said, I just received a notification for a video posted by the Opinion Junkie titled Kevin Samuels is not until TMZ says so. Well, listen, Jade, I reached out to TMZ a couple of times, and it seems that they are not interested in doing this story. Now, Kevin Samuels was one of ours. He was not one, you know what I'm saying? Kevin Samuels is not everybody's, guy or whatever. I don't know if Kevin Samuels had that type of audience. Melanie King Live is on her YouTube channel confirming the passing of Kevin. Thank you. I don't know who Melanie King is, but she's absolutely correct. We probably have the same news, but thank you, QT1. I appreciate it. But I don't know. I don't know who Opinion Junkie is, but if you're depending on TMZ to give us the news about Kevin Samuels, you might as well look somewhere else because they are not interested. I reached out to them twice a few hours ago. And if they were if Kevin Samuels had the clout, Kevin Samuels is like to us, Cool in the Gang, Frankie Beverly and Maze. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, he could dress. He could dress now. He could dress. But you know what I'm saying? He was like Evelyn Champagne King. He's famous in our community. So, you know what I'm saying? The people at TMZ may not think that he has a big enough name to do a story. And I'm just putting it out there. I'm just saying it like it is. Kevin Samuels is Black. So, and the majority of the people who listen to me and who watch me are also Black. We're African American. So, and I know TMZ have African Americans on their staff, and I think that's great and everything. But, Kevin Samuels may not be big enough for TMZ to do a story on. The last person of interest that TMZ did a story on for me and for my audience was Kelly Price. And we talked about, the Kelly Price saga. Was that last year or whatever? His close friend, Melanie. Sorry, I didn't clarify. Okay. And then when you said close friend, AT2 probably was talking about that same person. Jade said, not surprised in the least, TMZ only wants to publish stories about big celebrities. Exactly. Like to us, like back in the day, the Jets were, big. They were huge. And, like I said, Frankie Beverly and Maze and, Evelyn Champagne King and, all these people were to us. They were famous to us. Lee Williams is famous to me, but there are a lot of people all over the world who don't even know who that is. I remember when I was growing up, the Mighty Clouds of Joy was famous to us, but a lot of people don't know who they are. You see what I'm saying? The Five Blind Boys of Alabama, their music has been in so many movies and nobody knows who they are. So these are our people, though. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not throwing shade or, anything like that. I'm just saying these are our people and we know them. Whether we know them for good or know them for bad, this is our community. So I don't think TMZ is going there with this story. Jade, stop. Don't start. Listen, I just wanted to drop that information for you guys, but listen, um, I'm gonna get out of here. I just wanted to clarify, and I wanted to be precise, and I just wanted to make sure that you guys understood that this was real news, that this wasn't fake news. Um, and if I get the cause of death and the police report, I will do an update. Probably won't go live if it's tonight, but I will give you guys an update to let you know at least that little bit of information. It'll probably be tomorrow because I'm sure his family is devastated. So keep his family and his loved ones and the friend that was with him in your prayers. If Kevin Samuels would have attacked Dave Chappelle, then Kevin died. That's when TMZ would have. Oh yeah, TMZ would have spoke about it because of Dave Chappelle. I haven't really trusted TMZ ever since the mishandling of Michael Jackson. Right. All right, guys. I'm gonna get out of here. Roland Martin in. Oh, okay, okay. I know Roland Martin. I'm gonna get on the internet and see what I can find out, you guys. But thank you for tuning in. I will update you guys as I get more information. Be blessed. Keep his family and friends in your prayers, and I will talk to you in the next video. Good night, everybody.